3 ways to communicate with teammates that'll make you stick out like a sore thumb. 3 specific ways to communicate with your teammates. It's what Rudy was just talking about, right? That'll help you stick out like a sore thumb. So when you're on the court, if you're not a Zion Williamson, a Breanna Stewart, somebody who's freaky athletic, right? This is another specific thing that you can do at your tryouts. Matt, you got 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Sure. And it's very, very simple, but it's not easy because most players don't do it. Number one, be ruthless with your use of names.
Yeah.
Like names stand out to coaches. Meaning this, if you're passing ball teammate, call their name. If you're communicating something with a teammate, use their name first and then the information. I'm sure, probably many people on the call attend PGCs. We teach NITE communication, NITE, names, information, tone of voice, eye contact, but names are first. We're talking to your coach, use his or her name first. But when you are just ruthless with your use of names, it shows a couple things. Number one, that you pay attention and that you share that. For the coaches on the call, do the same thing with the referees. When I started calling the referees by their first name after asking permission pregame, it changed my relationship in the way that they would talk to me. People respond when we use their name, and nobody else in today's society does it. So players, you'll stand out in your tryouts. Number two, I said it earlier, but encourage your teammates more than you care about your own success. When you are going ape crazy, when you're acknowledging them, when you're praising them, when you're consistently encouraging them, all of a sudden, it's different. We're in a selfish society, and some people might not like that, but it kind of is what it is. But how easy is it now to stand out when you show your selflessness in practice and in tryouts? The third thing I'll say is this: give reminders. Right? If Rudy and I are trying out for a team, and let's say that in the first play as it's going along, Rudy forgets to box out, and all of a sudden that player gets the other player gets the offensive rebound over Rudy. Once that player gets the putback, I'm like yelling, "Rudy, got to box out! Got to box out!" And I'm just mad and frustrated. Versus the next possession, before the shot goes up, Rudy saying to me, "Matt, box out! Matt, box out!" Like giving those reminders consistently and before they're needed. Those 3 ways to communicate, those stand out. And, Kyle, the one I shared that with athletes before, and one piece of feedback I got, it's like, yeah, but that has nothing to do with my skill. Okay, I get it. Coaches value more than your skill. There was one player I had at a PGC session a couple of years ago, came in, and like his dream, his goal in life in basketball was to make the freshman team, because he knew he was not Zion Williamson. Like he was the anti-Zion Williamson when it came to his athletic ability, his talent. He was not a very good basketball player. And he went to one of the largest schools in the state of Texas that had some of the best basketball talent, guys like Marcus Smart, Phil Forte, like great future NBA players. In day 2 of he sent me an email after tryouts were done. On the first day of tryouts, coach stopped the gym with a whistle. Every player in the gym froze. He said, "I know we haven't finalized rosters, and I don't know about the rest of you. I don't even know his name, but this guy's making the team," pointing to this athlete that was probably the least athletic, least basketball talented player in the gym, because he was living out these things that we're talking about tonight on the call. Just the way he loved on his teammates, he communicated with them, he energized them, he showed the Magic Johnson effect. Like from the first moment, he earned that jersey, and now he's got all season to earn playing time. Like we're not trying to earn playing time in tryouts, we're trying to make the team. And then from there, what am I gonna do with that opportunity? These things matter.